Before the season began, everyone and their mother picked the Oklahoma City Thunder to face the Miami Heat in the finals. LeBron James versus Kevin Durant, Dwayne Wade versus Russell Westbrook, Chris Bosh versus Serge Ibaka. Considering the NBA's tumultuous past 2 years, this was the perfect script. The script was the predominant prediction, and the prediction has played out, starting Tuesday night at 9. But that prediction was based on a consensus predisposition from fans, spanning not just the season, but the past 23 months ever since the decision, characterized by the most cliché of humanistic observations, good versus evil. Effectively, the NBA had been whittled down to fans cheering for one side over the other, like professional wrestling. It's easy to see why this characterization has manifested everywhere but Miami. Heat is a team that colluded its way to its current form and quality, stacking its roster and salary cap with the big three, Wade, James, and Bosh. In contrast, the Thunder organically built a team and a franchise brand and fan base, seemingly out of the Dust Bowl dirt beneath Chesapeake Energy Arena. OKC is hard to root against, as, in today's NBA, one where a franchise's fortunes are most often changed by NBA draft lottery luck and/or clearing upwards of 25% of your salary cap for the talents of one star player, the Thunder assembled an egalitarian effort thanks to shrewd drafting and the cultivation of an almost collegiate culture and feel to their fan base. Just one OKC player, NBA scoring champ and Thunder star Kevin Durant, made double-digit millions this year, and each descending salary differential from the Thunder's third highest paid player, Westbrook, down to their 15th highest paid player, reserve Lazar Haywood, deviated short of $1 million. None of the NBA's other 15 playoff teams can make that claim. Simply, the Thunder is as economically communal as their franchise appears to be egalitarian. In the amount of time it takes to finish undergrad, OKC has built the model franchise for today's NBA. That said, a game where it takes skill to put a ball into a hoop twice its size doesn't come down to good versus evil and how these teams were built. The reality is, despite their polar formations, both of these teams are darn good. So this series comes down to the facts. If you're looking for statistics that should forecast this series, concentrate on how often the Thunder turn the ball over. In the regular season, the Thunder turned the ball over more frequently than any other team, on 15.3% of their possessions. But in the playoffs, the Thunder turned the ball over on just 11.2% of possessions, the second lowest in the league. With James and Wade's athleticism, the Heat forced the second most turnovers in the regular season, at 15.8% of possessions. Where that percentage number lands will cause a domino effect of points scored and not scored all series long. If there are about 95 possessions for the Thunder per game, a 4% difference in the amount of OKC turnovers would yield a possible 8 extra points for the Heat per game. But if this does indeed come down to a Game 7 final possession and you are sticking to that good versus evil, hate on LeBron's storyline, you will likely be in luck. During both regular season meetings, Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra went with James at point guard to end the game versus OKC. With the ball in his hands, feel free to ignore the numbers and choose your side one final time. For the Wall Street Journal, this is Tony Olivero.